let's check in on these Alocasias. I feel like every time I look at them, there's something new happening. Some of them have been pushing out gorgeous growth lately, and honestly, I'm so proud of us. I love doing these little check-ins because every plant has its own thing going on. Also, can we take a second for this leaf right here? Are you kidding me? These plants really know how to keep things interesting in the best way. And I love looking at the details on these leaves because they honestly look fake sometimes. I mean, look at this cupria back here. The sheen on this thing is unreal. This is why I keep Alocasias, even though they stress me out occasionally. Also, ignore these crispy leaves over here. We're choosing peace today. Now let's get into some repots. Hey vine friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're just going to be doing some Alocasia care, checking in on them, seeing how they're doing, and seeing which one is bringing the drama this week. Some of them are thriving, some of them are questionable, but honestly, that's just part of the experience dealing with Alocasias. So grab a drink, hang out with me for a little bit, and let's do some repots. So I just wanted to start with giving you guys a little update on some of the ones that you've already seen before. This is my Alocasia Dragon Scale Mint, and I have had this one for just a couple of months, probably like 2 months, but I'll put it on the screen exactly when I got this one. And so far I have taken it right out of its substrate that it came to me in, and I put it in this self-watering pot with leca clay balls. And you can see that I have had 2 new leaves grow while it's been in my care. I had this one first that popped out, and look how tall it is. I think it was reaching for the light on the shelf that I had it on, but then I moved it because I saw that it was so much longer than the rest of them. And then this is the second leaf that it's given me, and you can see how beautiful this one is. It doesn't have quite as much white variegation as this one, but it's still beautiful in its own right. And I really, really love these leaves. And can you see the purple veins on the back of them? This plant is just beautiful all the way around. I highly recommend this one. It hasn't given me any issues, and it's just growing so well. And then I also wanted to give you an update on my Alocasia Blizzard. This one is also in leca, and it's been doing really well since I switched it. I had still been getting some yellowing on the leaves here and here, you can see. And then I started giving it silica in my nutrient solution, and you can see that now it's keeping more of its leaves when I water it. So I'm very happy about that, and I love how variegated these leaves are. Another update that I wanted to give you guys was on this Alocasia scalprum. It is in pon, and I just took it right out of its substrate and plopped it right into this self-watering pot in pon. But you can tell that it was not enjoying itself initially. I've lost this leaf. This leaf is probably on its way out. You can see the browning on the tips right here as well. But there's a new leaf coming in on this plant, and there's a new one, a new growth point coming in here on this one as well. There's 2 plants in here, and I was initially worried about them, wondering if they were gonna snap back, but it looks like they've settled in, and as long as I stay consistent on the watering, I think we'll be good with this one. So now that it's in a self-watering pot, I can see when it needs water, and I think that this one is going to be one of my favorite because these leaves are beautiful. And it did lose a couple of its other leaves that it came with, but now we've got growth coming in, so I'm not worried. I also wanted to give you guys an update on the Alocasia Blizzard corms that I potted up a while back. This is the one that was all white. It had all white leaves on it, and it has lost about 3 all white leaves, but it's still putting out more leaves. And it seems like the more leaves that it's putting out, the greener they're getting. So I'm seeing lots of more green in these leaves, that the newer leaves that are coming out. So that's really positive. And I'm glad I didn't get rid of it because I almost yeeted this thing when I saw that it had all white leaves. So I'm glad that I stuck it out and didn't throw it away. And this is the other one, the other corm that I potted up, that I moved into fluval stratum and perlite. I have the tape on the top so that it won't keep coming off, but I think that it's probably fine to remove that top and let it start getting acclimated to ambient humidity in my room. So you can see that it's doing very well. It's grown 3 leaves now, so excited about that. And I have more Alocasia corms that need to be up potted, so we're going to be doing that today for the ones that need it. Another one that I'm very excited about is my Alocasia mellow. If you recall, it had gotten down to 1 leaf. I think I had 3 leaves when I first purchased it, and 2 of them promptly melted and died away when I moved it over into this fluval stratum. And now it has a brand new leaf coming in, so I'm very excited about that. And also I can see roots in here. I'm not sure if that's going to show up on screen, but hopefully you can see the white lines in the fluval stratum. Those are the roots that have grown in since it's been in here. So that's going to probably need to be potted up very soon in its permanent substrate, but I'm going to wait and let this leaf harden off before I do that, just because I'm nervous about it. You know, anytime you deal with Alocasias, they are very sensitive and don't like to be repotted. So I'm going to let this one relax for a while. And lastly, I wanted to show you my newest additions. Well, actually, before I get into the newest additions, I wanted to update you. We got these Alocasias from the Plantella plant show in Philadelphia that my husband and I went to. And I've had these in water for just about a week now because these had new leaves on them, and I didn't want to repot them while the new leaf was coming in and hardening off. Just because they've been doing so well, I didn't want to stunt their growth. But this is the Alocasia cuprea. When I brought it home, it already had leaves on it. However, it was not loving life. Those leaves that it had when I first purchased it died off. And then this was the new leaf that it gave me once I got it home. And you can see that there's some mechanical damage here that, so I thought that it wasn't going to do well. But then this was the next leaf that it gave me. And look how beautiful that leaf is. The color on this cuprea is amazing. And then this is the last leaf that it's given me. It's still hardening off, but I felt like it's at a good enough stage to where I can go ahead and get away with moving it over into its permanent substrate. So we're going to be potting this one up today. We're going to also pot up this Sedinii, and all of the leaves died off on this one as well, the ones that it came with, and then it gave me this leaf in my care as the first leaf that it gave me. You can see that there's some damage on that one, on this leaf as well. So I didn't have high hopes for it, but then look at the size of this leaf. This leaf is huge, and it's like you can't even see my hand behind it because it's so big. But so that really shocked me, and it was a pleasant surprise. So we're gonna pot that one up into pond as well. And then these are my newest additions. I ordered an Alocasia Jacqueline. I know these can be very tricky, so I'm going to do my best and try my hand at growing it, but we'll see how it turns out. And then this is my Alocasia Dragon's Breath. It had 3 leaves on it, but it died. One of the leaves died back, and this was not doing so well anyway. I got this from Lowe's, and the leaves looked terrible on it. So I asked the salespeople if I could get a discount on it. So this Alocasia only cost me $7. Let's just go over the corms that we're gonna pot up because I haven't taken a look at these yet. So okay, so these are the Alocasia Blizzard corms that I have in here. You can see that they have leaves on them now, so I guess we'll go ahead and pot them up. Each one of them in here, there's 2 corms in here, and each one of them has 1 leaf. So I think that I will just pot them up together. These are also Alocasia Blizzards, and there are 4 corms in this one. Yeah, there's one of them in here that I had put in here a while ago, and you can see that it still has not done anything. Maybe I should peel this one because I didn't peel any of these that are in here. So maybe I should do that and put it back in here. But the other 3 corms that are in here, they have gone ahead and grown as well. So I'll probably pot these up in one thing as well. And then this one is my Alocasia Mellow. I only had 1 corm that I was able to get when I repotted this one and took it out of its original substrate. And oh my gosh, this is the cutest leaf ever. Look, I'm gonna take him out so you can see how cute this is. You can see that leaf. You can already see the veination on the leaf. So pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and pot this little mellow up. I'm so excited about this. I was very nervous because I only got 1 corm out of that one, and you can see the leaf that was left. It was in trouble, I thought. So seeing this new leaf and now this little corm sprout, I'm very excited about it. So we're gonna go ahead and pot that one up as well. All right, so I guess we'll just jump right in and go ahead and get started with the repots for the corms since I have them out here already. So I've been trying to not move my plants around as much because I'm constantly redoing this plant room. Because I always feel like, oh, maybe they're not getting enough light in this area. So I move them to where I think that they would get better light, and these were moved to the correct location because they are thriving, I feel like. This one leaf is so cute. Look at this. Look how cute that is. All right, set this one to the side. That's the Alocasia Mellow. The only one that I had, so thank goodness it sprouted. There we go. These are so tiny. I think I'm gonna pot these up together, but this is another one that has really white stem, and it looks like lots of white in the leaf here. So hopefully this one does good. And I'm so excited that I can now grow corms. I never even considered doing that before, because I had an Alocasia poly that I absolutely loved, and that thing kept getting spider mites over and over and over again until finally I was like, you know what, spider mites, you win, and I got rid of it. Now, if I were to come across spider mites today, it would be a very different outcome because I know a little bit more of how to handle pests, and it doesn't overwhelm me anymore. Before, it used to overwhelm me when my plants would get pests because it just seemed like it was a no-win fight. Like these pests on our plants are relentless. And just when you think you've gotten them all, you see more, which is disheartening. All right, so we're gonna set that one to the side. And this is the one that has 4 corms in here. Let me just go ahead and prep the cup first. I probably don't need that much fluval stratum and perlite, but I just want to make sure that they have the best environment that they can get. Oh, this one is adorable. Look at that white leaf. Look at that little white leaf. So cute. And this one has 2 leaves as well, with one all white leaf and one looks like it has more green in it. So this is the white one. And this one has more green in it. I think I'm actually just gonna pot all of these up together. And let me put the last one in here, because I don't feel like it needs to have its own. They're so small right now. This leaf is not all the way open yet, but it's okay. And we still have that one corm in here that hasn't done anything, and that's okay. I don't need any more Alocasia blizzards, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. I have plenty of Alocasias, so especially Alocasia blizzard. It was very a very fruitful corm hunt for that pot. Set these to the side. We're all done with the fluval stratum. And oh yeah, I do have one more small thing of corms that are in the process of rooting, because I did get some corms out of the Alocasia michellexiana that is not a part of this video, because I'm documenting the process or the progress of that one all on its own in a separate video, because I just am wanting to show you guys the progress from taking it out of the soil that it came to me in and putting it into leca with moss on top. So we're documenting that process. So I'm going to just set these over to the side, because I do need to add some water to them. And we're going to go ahead and get started on these. Okay, so I have these small little cups, or not cups, they're actually self-watering pots, but they're tiny. I don't even know what size this would be, but the roots on these two in particular are not, you know, very robust. So I feel like these small pots will be just fine for them. And this Alocasia Jacqueline actually has a offshoot growing here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this part right here, you can see that white part. That's its own little, it looks like it might have been a small little corm that actually grew while it was in the pot, and it's attached to the mother plant. So I'm just gonna leave it there. I had contemplated cutting it off and starting it as its own plant, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just leave this intact and put it in pond. So all of these are gonna go in pond today. And these cute little pots already have their wick inside of it, so this is the cutest little thing. I'm just gonna put a thin little layer at the bottom, and then sit my plant inside of it. I'm gonna turn it around to get the roots all spread out. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. How cute this is. So that's my Alocasia Jacqueline, all potted up and ready to go. Okay, now for my Alocasia Dragon's Breath. A little bit at the bottom. This one and the Jacqueline will probably need a repot very soon, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just using these pots because it's what I have on hand right now. I have placed an order for more pots, but they won't be here until tomorrow. So I want to go ahead and get this video done and edited so I can have it up by tomorrow. I normally post every Thursday at 9 a.m. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when the newest videos come out. And there we go. That's what that one looks like. So now these little pots are a little bit bigger because the Cuprea and the Syndenii have bigger roots than the other ones did. So I'm going to put them in the little bit bigger pots. There we go. Alocasia Syndenii. My Cuprea has a new leaf coming in. I didn't even notice that. Can you guys see that? The little purple shoot coming up right here. I'm so excited. I hope it's bigger than the last one. I hope they just keep sizing up. I didn't even notice it before I started potting these up. Hopefully it doesn't go into shock. Oops. Okay, this one is all done. I think this might be my favorite right now with this little leaf. It is so adorable. Like, it has all of the characteristics of a mellow already in this small little leaf. So it's really, really adorable. I really think that's cute. Okay, we have my 3 corms all potted up. Well, 3 pots of corms all potted up. And then we have my Jacqueline all potted up. Oh, I should have put the name tags on these. Dragon's Breath right here. And Sedonii. And Cupia. Look at the color on those leaves. And the back of them, so pretty. I feel like Alocasias are one of those plants where they will humble you immediately because you'll think that you have them all figured out and they will just die, and with no warning. I swear, it's just one little tiny environmental change and they are like, absolutely not dealing with this. All right, vine friends, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you for hanging out with me and my Alocasias today. Let me know in the comments if you have one of these and which one is your favorite, or if you have a different Alocasia that is your favorite, absolutely drop that down in the comments because I am in my Alocasia era, it seems. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.